One. Hey guys, welcome back to another special episode of ColdBox Talks, brought to you by Edgar Brewing Co. I'm Pete. Dre, and we are special. We have special guests. Special guests, founder, owner, Edgar here of BeerThugs, also headmaster brewer, Steve, also partner. Thank you guys for having us. Cheers.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Andreas.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys. So you might be wondering, we're not at Laverne Brewing Company. We are here at BeerThugs, located at Bell, California. And so yeah, this is new. This is fun. I'm excited personally, trying to get my nerves. But what are you guys drinking now?
Well, actually, I have this new beer we actually released last week for a nice event. We did a collaboration with a band that's a local favorite here.
A Mexican band.
So, It went really well. This is a dark Mexican lager.
Dark Mexican lager?
The actual base beer is a Munich Dunkel, but we tweaked it to fit more of a dark Mexican lager profile.
Yes.
Easy drinking, full flavored, out of the way with the malt, but still has a lot of flavor to keep you wanting more.
That's awesome.
It's coming in at 5%.
5%.
Oh, yes.
That's exactly what I'm drinking, because this shit is bomb.
Pretty bomb, huh?
For sure. And Edgar, what are you drinking?
So I'm drinking our classic Tres Lúpulos West Coast IPA, 7% ABV. This beer is amazing. It's one of our, I think this is our last keg, isn't it?
We're on the last cake, so come and get that ASAP. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna last today or tomorrow,
Got
but
plenty of beer to try
got
out.
some Strata, Nelson, Citra in that. That's like my top fave hops. I figured throw them all in there together.
It's been holding pretty strong too, bro.
And it's been holding up all the way to the end.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, "Wow, this tastes really good, fresh." I taste the Nelson and like.
It's like an 8 point.
No, that one is 7%.
Oh, 7?
7%
Okay.
IPA.
Right in there.
Yeah.
That's sick. Well, one thing that's big here is the Hispanic culture, the Latino culture. Hold dear to my heart and a lot of good friends and family. But Edgar, what made you want to bring this craft beer
Dream to
scene,
life.
drink to life to the community of the Hispanic community, Latino community?
Well, I'm glad you said that question, man, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, 100% honest truth. At first, I wasn't thinking about shit, bro. I was just drunk one day in my kitchen, and we did a chug, and it just morphed into like just. Then I became like this influencer. And then, yeah, I hate that word, bro, but and I didn't realize how big this could be and could get, man. I started collaborating with breweries across the country, and I was just having a lot of fun, man. And this whole time, I was like, I need to learn how to brew beer, you know. And I started just brewing beer in my garage and everything. And back to 2022, when Border X reached out to us, and they wanted to do an alternate proprietorship, which means that you could rent a space at a brewery, use their equipment, and have your own license, your own employees, you pay your own taxes, everything's separate.
Okay.
But see, we did it a little bit different because we bought our own tanks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because we need our own tanks in order for us to be successful. When Steven was working at Indie Brewing Company.
Yeah.
And
Rest in peace.
Rest in
RIP.
peace. It just so happens that when we started working on, getting this, ready to go, Indie was closing down. Mm-hmm. And luckily, they called me and they offered us first dibs on equipment. Okay. And thank you, Kevin, from Indie. And we couldn't have done it without him, man. Kevin and the homie, Morgan. So Steven, I already had a relationship with him, and I said, "Well, you don't have a job." I was like, "You don't have a job no more, bro. You want to come down with, And he was like, "Well, I got to check and see." He was trying to play hard to get,
I mean, it was pretty crazy when Indie closed. A lot of people were inboxing me like, "Are you gonna be alright?"
Yeah.
I had all kinds of random people message me like, "Hey, I'm starting a brewery," and I was like, "I'm gonna have to meet your team and see what's good." And at the end of the day, this guy right here was throwing it down, and I knew he was inclined for greatness, just because of the community built around like his online presence. And I had already brewed beers with him. I know what kind of beers he was gonna like dig, and he was gonna give me creative freedom. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about: is being true to yourself, making the beer that you know you like, that the people like as well.
That's what's up.
And it just made sense. I knew we weren't going to start with much, but we had a lot already as far as a following and expectancy of what kind of beer we're going to be.
Not only that, not only did I offer him a job, but I offered him, partnership as far in the business, in the brewery, because I wanted to make sure that,
my heart would be into
his
it.
heart, it would be 100% in it.
That's very smart.
There's been a lot of turnaround in the industry because obviously we got rocked by an unprecedented event.
Yeah.
And so that was smart on his move. When things are tough, I always think about that. I was like, look, this is partly mine. I can't, no matter how hard it gets, we're going to make it happen. There is no failure in our future at all. Like, we're going to make it happen.
Yeah. Like we were talking about earlier a little bit, was like doing things that are a little different than what you would normally get elsewhere is kind of what helps bring people back, because it's like, I know I can't just find this at any brewery that I go to, so it's like the next time I'm like, oh, that beer was so good, I'm gonna drive all the way to Bell, so it's
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah, and having that creative freedom opens so many doors for different people who may not have a certain like preference for a type of beer.
Right.
But because you guys kind of put a twist on things, they might actually like that style without realizing it.
We're about education. A lot of people are going to be new coming into the craft beer industry and like unsuspecting. Like, what do you guys IPAs? Is that bitter stuff I tried from the store?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm like, well, try what we have, because we like to make sure that we're making something that everybody can like.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Even aficionados all the way to beginners, and that seems to be working for us.
Yeah.
Even though the majority of people that we're in Southeast LA, and there's no other brewery close to here.
Yeah.
We're like literally like the only two breweries here, and so there's a lot of new people that are barely drinking beer, and we want to make sure that we make something that's, we don't want to like make a super hoppy bitter IPA where like they're gonna like right away they're gonna say, oh no, I can't drink this beer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we've here we also put out but just a lot of people are scared to try new things, especially in the Hispanic community. New things are really tough to come by. Try to get used
us
to.
Latinos, we're like real. We're like very loyal to our brand,
yeah,
bro.
A little stubborn.
It's stubborn too.
Like my grandparents.
It's like my dad, like he's like, a certain beer all the way.
Yeah, I don't
like
care about
Dos
anything else, right?
Dos
Bud Light or
Equis.
whatever.
That's a common story.
Yeah. But he doesn't realize that like Dos Equis is a style of beer. It's a lager, so at least you know that if you go to a place that you're not familiar with and you at least see that style, that's a good comfortability for you. At least know you can lean on that a little bit more.
So in that, and like at Laverne Brewing, we get a lot of the same reaction. I'm sure you guys get it here of you kind of talk someone in to try something new, especially a lot of the locals, and then they try it, and then they're like, oh, this is actually pretty good.
It's not as bad as it was in my head.
Exactly, because we're so used to what's already out there, the kind of factory-made, mass-produced kind of stuff.
Right.
So how does it make you guys feel when it's like someone new, and then they come back and like, oh, you're right.
I get up in the morning for that reason. That makes it all worth it.
I'm here for that reason and that reason alone, to bring craft beer and educate people about craft beer, about the difference between big beer and craft beer. 95% of the people that come here are Latino. We're Latino. Like I said, and there a lot of them are new. And every day we're here every single day, showing the people the gospel of beer, man. Like, try this, try that.
He's talking about my hair here.
Because he has this long, flowing, silky hair. Low key, I'm jealous of this guy, man. Because I don't have hair no more, dog. And this motherfucker be like coming to work, going like this.
I don't require you to read a book about me. Just come and try my beer. That's all I ask.
That's a Jesus microphone.
The gospel, man. The gospel beer, man.
Gathers.
Yeah, he gets us.
And we talk to people, and some people will put a face. I don't like that that beer. First of all, don't ever say you like that because you haven't found the right one.
Yes.
But look, try this one and be like, oh my God, this is good. Okay. Then like we want to make sure that every single customer here, we're gonna give them 100% customer service. They're gonna come for customer service, but they're gonna be back because of the quality of the beer too.
Yeah.
And from that, I've learned, like, don't let it even get to that point where they're skittish or worried about what it tastes like. We're here like every day. We go on the tasting room floor. We give samples, so that way we bring that to them, and they already realize that before they have to get to the counter and order a beer and be worried or nervous about not finding the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have that look on their face when they're in the beer line, and it's almost
like they're confused or
there's
scared.
some anxiety
So
or something.
yeah.
I don't know what's there.
We always break the ice. We always break the ice up.
We don't want anxiety here. We just want people to feel like they're welcome, they're at home, and we want to educate people always. So giving them a sample before they even ask, it's much appreciated most of the time, and that's a great way to get them to realize, oh, what's that? And then we tell them, well, that is an IPA with fruit in it, or not a bitter IPA. And they go, wow, I thought I didn't like IPA.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I think I have like a sixth sense though, like, because sometimes when people, they don't know what they're drinking it, and I kind of like, I don't know, just by looking at them,
You can kind of tell.
or I kind of tell like, oh, you're gonna be a sour person. Here, try this.
It's
With
like a weird
michelada.
intuition.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have that sixth sense.
Yeah.
And I haven't failed yet, but it's awesome to bring, like to be able to brew something that you like and then show it to people, and there's
get
all
the
of a sudden
positive
the
like,
reward. That's like the it's very rewarding. We love it.
Connecting
We
with
love
people, new
That's
people
awesome.
every day.
I love that.
What's the best thing in the brewery? Not just beer alone, because I mean, face it, we all love beer.
Yeah.
Right?
It's kind of hard not to.
But brewery culture, going back to bringing it to the community, brewery culture really opens up a lot of different people, different walks of life together, right? Not to get all holistic or whatever, but it really does. What about this kind of new community that you're bringing? What have you learned, and what have you really loved about building something like this versus just like a bar, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. You want to say something?
I mean, the fact that we're bringing new people in, it's like, if you think about it, you're reshaping the future.
Definitely.
Which is much needed for the craft beer community as a whole. There's going to be people that get introduced to it naturally. There's a lot of ads out, there's a lot of influence, there's events.
Yeah.
But to have people walk in from the street in their local town and to realize that they have this treasure of a place that there's no other place like this in this town. It's a very small town. And just to know that like you're there at the beginning of all this, like it feels like there's something great ahead every day. And it just keeps getting closer and closer and closer. And that's what drives me to get up every day and come here from an hour away. Sometimes it takes me an hour and 20 minutes to get here, and then an hour to get home. It's totally worth it.
I remember in the beginning you were having car issues. He used to take the fucking train, huh?
Dedication.
Like literally, like 2
I
hours,
took
man.
the train, then I, would take the subway, and then I would go get off on Slauson.
And then the skateboard.
And I would skate.
Yeah.
I'd take the bus over there, and then I'd skate another like 2
miss
miles
you just
over
to get
here.
here, like.
And then I'd go home and do the same route.
Then I remember I gave him this used truck that I had. It lasted him about a week because it broke down and shit. It was a lemon, but but I was like, here, homie, I feel bad, and then a week later, hey, bro, that shit broke down and shit. I was like, fuck,
I've been putting a lot of money in this.
Man.
I'm gonna scrap it. So, it's been worth it seeing that kind of look on people's face where like they're getting introduced to something new, and it's almost like it's changing their lifestyle now.
Yeah.
And then you see them come back, and now they're like bringing friends, they're tagging us,
man.
they're using our filters on Instagram, they're becoming fans.
Big old hop head.
Yeah, we have the hop head.
I think I've never seen a brewery use a filter before.
No,
an Instagram filter, right?
That's pretty dope. I didn't
So
see
we have our own filters on
We
Instagram.
have our filter with the hat.
Like the hop head.
Yeah, I'll show you in a bit right now.
Our logo, your face gets covered with the logo.
We gotta get a picture of us with that.
And then the BeerThug
we
hat.
also have the cap and glasses one too. So we have 2 filters on Instagram.
That's so
cool.
We'll talk about more of that later.
Oh,
but
for sure. Yeah, you guys got the stat and the merch, dude. You guys are killing it.
I know.
That's so awesome.
I had to get a
She walked in. after visiting this place for the first time, and I'm like, where'd you get that? That shit's dope.
Everyone was hitting me up about my sweater, and I was like, dude, like, you have to go. Like, your merch is, like, top tier. I feel like, I don't know.
You guys definitely
it's
did
just
it.
so dope.
Thank you.
It just looks right. Like,
it's just like,
we're from the streets, you know. We got street, you know, like you know, like I love to dress. I love, you know, like, you know, nice jackets and, you know, cool, like a bunch of color sweaters.
Green's
hats.
my favorite color, and I was so happy when he showed me about this project and like the logo, and it was green and that. I was like, oh,
it popped.
I never seen a logo, a gangster hop, you know what I mean? With a painting and his shades, and then the shades got the sound of the LA, the skyline, you know what I mean? I loved it when we were developing the logo. I was like, fucking A, that's the one I want, man. You know, it was crazy.
That's awesome.
That's what's up, man. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here at ColdBox Talks. It's been a pleasure. We're gonna drink some more beer, but thank you. Like always, guys, always drink responsibly. Always have a plan, and if you feel like slowing down, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. So again, guys, thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Don't forget to follow us at BeerThug Brewing Co.
Yes.
and Instagram.
Yes.
We're here in 4400 East Gage, City of Bell, right here in inside of Border X Brewing. Yeah, thank you guys. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
cheers.
Follow us, guys. Cheers. Hey guys, welcome back to another segment here with myself and Dre. Special guest Queen Shelly. HBIC. I just heard about that, man. But we are here. We're not at Laverne Brewing Company. We are here at Campsite, right?
Yes.
Campsite Brewery in Covina, California, just a little down the road from Laverne.
We're at their soft opening. Their grand opening is tomorrow. Saturday.
Yeah. Today is Friday.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to think about that.
Right.
Jesus.
Tomorrow, Saturday.
So, like anything that we do, we taste the beers. So, along with Shelly here, she's going to help us get a feel of what Campsite, what Campsite's all about. All right, you guys ready to do the first one?
Yes.
Which one are we doing?
So I have the PCH.
PCH?
Yes.
So this is the
Which
blonde.
is the West Coast IPA.
Oh, West Coast IPA, my
You were
bad.
so confident.
I was. Oh, no. I got the wrong one because I got excited.
I like this.
Has a bit of a bite with
Well,
spice.
Do you have the pale ale on yours? I don't
No,
think
that's
so.
the one I didn't get.
Yeah, I have the pale ale.
That's cool. Get two birds with one stone. What do you guys think? Has a slight skunkiness.
A little bit.
It's
I'm
just the
not
IPA,
overly-
right?
Yeah. I'm usually not an IPA fan, but this one is definitely mellow enough for me
To drink,
to drink. I don't know if I could drink an entire pint of it, but I definitely can.
Hey, some people can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I get what you're saying though. Like it's a mellow. It tastes like a traditional IPA. Like
Absolutely.
There's nothing like crazy about it, but it's good.
That's really good. This is just
I'm
an
excited
IPA.
for the first
So
one.
we'll probably talk about this in when we're at our brewery, but I'll talk about it now. Between a regular IPA and a West Coast IPA, what's the difference?
Well, I think
Because they
there's,
both have that like
I
hoppy.
think there's like different variations of IPAs. If you see me looking that way, I'm looking at Ken. So is there a standard IPA and then like West Coast?
I thought West Coast was the standard.
Yeah.
So like again, like with West Coast IPAs, you're gonna get more like the dankier, like skunkier notes to it, the more like bitter, like type of flavors rather than like again like a hazy where you get like the more tropical notes to
It's
it.
definitely subtle. And
But it's not one of those things where you're like you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I've seen people make that face before with an IPA.
I've made that face
Yeah,
before,
so it's like
for
this
sure.
it's very
Yeah,
subtle.
I think we all,
I feel like this is a good introduction to a West Coast IPA without it being too harsh.
That's dank to skunky.
Hey, some people like this one.
Can you see it? Cameraman. We also have Dave Lewis here.
Check that out.
I like that. I actually really like it.
Ooh.
That's nice.
I'm getting beer Melissa vibes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right? Fuck yeah.
Definitely a
I
little
feel
bit
like
of a citrus.
I get like more orangey than
Yep.
like grapefruit,
Same.
but I like that.
I like the
Grapefruit's
orange.
typically bitter.
Yeah.
It smells good too.
Yeah. Smoky, huh?
It's juicy.
It is juicy.
Okay. What breed then? Cool.
Like secret of mine, like when people come in and ask for like something like a blue moon, I tend to lead them to a hazy because you're getting the unfiltered.
Yeah, and that citrus.
And that citrus with it. So most people who like the blue moon, I tend to lead them towards it.
It's gonna be my favorite. You got a full glass of something?
Yeah, to begin with. So
that's a pale.
Oh wow, this is pretty skunky.
This is the blonde, yeah?
Yeah. That is interesting.
It does, like, I feel like it's as dangerous as our Royal Blonde because our Royal Blonde is not strong in, like, taste. And that's what this is. Like, I would think, like, oh, like, there's no way this is 7.8.
Yeah.
12%.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think people typically see blondes as something that's under at least a 6.
Yes.
Like, they're usually around 5. Yeah.
Chris.
So this, when I saw that it was a 7.8, I was kind of shocked because it's like, oh, like you would think that would be the lightest, but their pale ale is actually the lightest beer that they have.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's, you know what? It has a lightness to it, but it's so hard because I taste some melon. Melon
some
in it.
honey.
Yeah, honey. Taste the honey and the melon.
Yes.
This next one I did not get because maybe I'm dumb.
Well, it only came with 4.
It only came with 4.
Yeah. And there's 5 on tap, but they're going to have 5 more released for the grand opening.
Yeah, so by the time you guys are watching this
They're going
now,
to have 10 beers on tap.
there's going to be a bunch of beers already open
Maybe a
to
stout.
the public.
Yeah, I hope so.
But yeah, they're going to try the pale ale. It's
You're
called...
gonna, yeah, I tried.
I'm going to try some of it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's very mellow. It's very
Oh, this
mellow.
is even more danky, dude.
I feel like it's got more of a malt.
It does.
Yeah, like...
It does.
the
It tastes
hop-
nothing... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It tastes nothing like it smells, but in a good way.
True. Yes,
feel like
I
it
agree.
smells-
Right?
I agree.
It smells
Yes.
stinky. It smells in a way that, like, the hops are present, but when you taste it, I feel like it's more on the malty.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very.
That aftertaste.
For me, like I said, I am not a hop person by any means. I mean, you guys know my beer taste when I go into the brewery. But for me, I could drink a pint of this. And
Yeah.
I could be very.
All right, we move on.
You're doing
Ready?
the...
All right. The brown ale. What's it called? The
campground.
Can you see it? Like, it has like a little bit of a reddish tint to it.
Nutty,
Very good.
like you said.
Very.
It's a bit nutty.
It's a bit nutty.
It's
Yeah.
nutty.
I think so.
Very nice.
Like a...
Like a nutmeg.
Yeah.
Is it nutmeg?
Yeah, like yeah. Like,
Yeah.
It gives me like chocolate factory malt vibes.
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
What I figured out is it's got coconut.
yes. I was gonna say that's the taste.
Yeah.
Coconut.
I like
It
coconut.
took me a half a glass to finally
like
realize
the
what it
coconut
was.
flakes.
Like it.
I think that's why I like it. I love coconut.
Coconut coffee.
Kind of like, it reminds me of this coffee that I had in Hawaii.
The Kona coffee.
It had a little coconut in it. Ooh,
Fuck
so
yeah.
good.
A little bit of cinnamon.
I like it.
I normally don't like darker style beers,
Now,
but I could drink.
would you say this is a drier brown or creamier? Definitely creamy.
For sure. Definitely not.
I would throw some ice cream in this.
Yeah, you can make a good beer float with
Yeah,
that.
I feel like
for
that
sure.
would be good.
For sure. A little bit of vanilla bean ice cream.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
side note, when Kyle and I went to Portland, there was a beer, I don't remember the beer that I had, but they gave me, was it called a paleta?
Paleta?
Yeah, like the little Mexican
the hot
ice cream.
squash
Yeah,
beer.
where you put that in the beer and you kind of let it like melt in the beer. And this feels like I could totally put like a coconut paleta in here, and it would be so good.
Fuck yeah.
All
All
right,
right, cool.
cheers.
All right, guys. Thank you.